What's up, my peeps? It is now time for a brand new episode of SUPERCARD featuring the finale of the Undertaker Ring Domination. Finally getting the strongest card in the game at the moment. Two new cards, one of them which you really want to get, and also answering some common questions regarding the pumpkin cards slash Halloween cards slash zombie cards, whatever you want to call them. In the last video, I got a comment from somebody saying they're called pumpkin cards now. I'm guessing he made that comment because of the title of the video. It was titled How to Get Zombie Cards and not How to Get Pumpkin Cards. And I titled that video knowing full well that at the moment people are referring to them as pumpkin cards. Because they're pumpkin cards at the moment, that's what you see. But as we all know, at the end of this month, they're no longer going to be pumpkin cards. They're going to turn into zombie cards, just like that zombie Undertaker card, although not as strong because they're not events. So when I titled that video, I didn't just title it for right now. I'm not just thinking about what people are looking for right now, even though I kind of am. I'll get to that in just a few moments. But I'm also thinking about what people are going to be looking for a month, 2 months, or maybe even a year down the line. When new SUPERCARD players come in, they're playing the game and they see these people with zombie cards and they're wondering, how did these people get these zombie cards? They're not going to be thinking, hey, how did these people get pumpkin cards? Because they're not going to see pumpkin cards. They're no longer going to be pumpkin cards. At that point in time, they're going to be zombie cards. So if they want more info, if they want to find out how people got them, what are they going to look up? Are they going to look up how to get pumpkin cards, or are they going to look up how to get zombie cards? Obviously the latter. Unfortunately for them though, by that point it'll be too late, but at least they can find out how people got them. So now do you get why I titled it that way? It's just a better title long term. And besides, everybody now knows that when I'm talking about zombie cards, I'm also talking about the Halloween cards, aka the pumpkin cards. It's the same thing. So yeah, there's your explanation for that. Even though you didn't ask for it, I felt like clearing things up. Now before I get to the newest cards in the game and the common questions regarding the pumpkin cards, I got a fusion card to reveal my first SS17 fusion, and also got a pack to open up, so let's get to that. Alright, so I've had this fusion, my first SS17 fusion, ready for a couple days now. Actually, since the last SUPERCARD video, it was ready. It was ready a couple minutes afterwards. So let's go ahead and check out what it is, man. Let's not wait any longer. Claim rewards. Is it going to be Braun Strowman, The Miz, Kevin Owens? And it is Kevin Owens. Alright. Maybe I would have rather gotten Asuka, but it's fine. KO works too. Let's go ahead and start the fusion once again. Fusion recipe ready to go. Since I got Kevin Owens as the first one, I'm hoping the second one ends up being another KO, so that's a pro. And if it's not KO, then I'd hope it's Asuka. Or is there another female? I don't think there is. Let me check real quick. Yeah, there is Natalya. So yeah, if it's not KO, Asuka or Natalya will be just fine. Pack time. Let's see what we get this time. Pumpkin or no pumpkin? SS17 or no SS17? So let's see. Plan pack. Let's go. First off, we got, well, we know that the ultimate card, or one of the ultimate cards at least, is not a pumpkin. We got Heath Slater. And next up, we got Ty Dillinger. And then, oh, an ultimate pumpkin. Cool. Anyways, and then we got the battle points. So this is actually my first pumpkin, aside from the pumpkin from, you know, Ring Domination, the 33-1, and the SS17 one. So yeah, if this was last month or any other month, I would have been disappointed for the simple fact that I didn't get an SS17 out of this pack. But since we've got this promotion this time around where we get these pumpkin cards, I'm actually kind of happy with what I got here. Just the pumpkin card. Don't care, obviously, for the two other cards that I got. Alright, now with that out the way, time to quickly go over some of the questions that you guys had in regards to the pumpkin cards. So Harry Sports Gamer asks, do you train your pumpkin cards? Now I'm not sure if you're asking this directly to me, if I train my pumpkin cards, or if in general you should train your pumpkin cards, so I guess I'm going to answer them both. So when it comes to whether or not you should train your pumpkin cards, it's up to you, man. If you train them right now, it's just going to reflect once it turns into zombie cards. So if you fully train the card, it's going to be fully trained once it's no longer a pumpkin card at the end of the month. If you don't train it, then it's just not going to be trained, and nothing bad is going to happen. And as far as if I personally train my pumpkin cards, or if I am going to train them while they're pumpkins, probably not, to be honest with you. I'm just lazy when it comes to training. It's my least favorite thing to do in the game. If I end up getting a pro, then yes, I will train it, but until I get a pro, I'm not training any of my pumpkins. And then we got a question from Jamie who says, I leveled up my pumpkin card, is that okay? Yes, it is. If you max out your pumpkin card, if you get it to level 10, 20, or whatever it is, that level is going to be the level it's going to be at once it switches over from a pumpkin card to a zombie card or Halloween card. And if you don't level it up, it's just going to be at level 0 once it turns into zombie card. So nothing wrong with that. You can level it up now, or you can just wait. What I would do is, unless the card is going to help you out, I wouldn't level it up. I wouldn't waste, some cards to level that up. I'd go ahead and level something else up that's actually going to help you out instead of the pumpkin cards, just because it's the new thing, in the game. If a single SS17 or single 33 or single Ultimate is not going to help you out, and it's not a pro, then why waste other cards to level that up when you could go ahead and level something else up that would actually help you out. And here's a tip that I've talked about before. This was something that I talked about when I made my video, my Supercard tips video, how to level up cards quickly or something like that. I'll link the video if I remember. And it still applies. That was a video I made in Season 1. It still applies now. If you don't have a card at the moment in your deck that's a pro or that's going to help your deck out, and you don't know where to put your uncommons, commons, and whatever cards you get from the draft that you don't need, put them in to a relatively high tier card that you don't need, that you're not going to use in your deck. That's why you see me in a lot of videos leveling up ultimate cards, ultimate singles, even though these ultimate singles are not going to make my deck. The reason why I level them up is so I can max them out once they're maxed out, and then I get a pro from, the SS17 tier. What I do is I take that ultimate card and just feed it to my SS17 to quickly max it out. Two more really quick questions. Robert asks, do you need to pro the pumpkins? No, just like training, just like leveling up, you don't need to do anything to the pumpkins right now. You can just keep them as is. And finally, Dampy asks if he can pull a pumpkin card while being Elite++. No, you can't. If you can't pull an ultimate card, because here's the thing, the pumpkins start from ultimate, so if you can't pull an ultimate card from the draft board, then it's not possible for you to get a pumpkin card from the draft board. You can get one still from a pack that, includes an ultimate card or a 33 or an SS17, but you can't pull it. And now I want to talk about the latest cards added to the game. I'm talking about the Money in the Bank cards, Sami Zayn and Natalya. Specifically Natalya, though. You see, Sami Zayn is fine. Sami Zayn, same overall as Dean Ambrose, the No Mercy card. But when it comes to Natalya, though, first off, she tags perfectly with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is a left blue triangle, Natalya a right blue triangle. And on top of that, she's a really good Money in the Bank female card. See, in the past, Money in the Bank female cards haven't really compared to the event female cards. But in this case, Natalya beats Alexa Bliss in 2 stats, power and toughness, and she's not even a power and toughness card. She's power and charisma, meaning if you've got Natalya and an opponent has Alexa Bliss, you could 3-stat Alexa Bliss if you get a boost. If you get that special ability, Natalya then beats Alexa Bliss in power, toughness, and charisma. That's a first. Usually the Money in the Bank female cards really lag compared to the female events, but in this case, this Natalya card is really good. That's why if you guys haven't gotten Alexa Bliss, if you don't have Alexa Bliss Pro, I really would recommend you get this Natalya card. It's going to be really useful against Alexa Bliss cards, and it's really going to be the best thing you can have against an Alexa Bliss card. It's stronger than the Natalya in the Fusion Chamber, as well as Asuka. So it's a really good card. Compared to all the previous female Money in the Banks, this is the best one in comparison to the female events of that same tier. And it's not just a good card to have if you don't have the Alexa Bliss Pro card. If you do have Alexa Bliss, like I said, this makes for a perfect tag, and you'd cover power, charisma, and speed, so it's a really good combo as well. I wish I had enough Money in the Bank contracts to get this card. I might possibly try and go for it. I haven't gone for a Money in the Bank card in a really, really long time. I don't remember what the last card was, but it was a couple tiers ago. So yeah, if you've got enough Money in the Bank contracts, I definitely recommend to go for a Pro Natalya. Now, another card I'd recommend you go for and you don't miss is the team event this week, AJ Styles. When I first started this video, it hadn't been announced. We didn't know what the team event card was going to be, but we knew it was going to be a Halloween card, an event Halloween card, because that's how it's going to be this month in SUPERCARD. And it's AJ Styles, and once again, this is a great card. This is equal to the Undertaker card that was just in this recent ring domination. And if you check my last video out, the Undertaker card is the strongest card in the game, meaning AJ Styles and Taker are now tied for the 2 strongest cards in the game. And the cool thing about the AJ card, just like the Natalya card, is that he can potentially 3-stat the Undertaker card. See, Taker beats him in power and toughness, AJ beats him in speed and charisma. But if AJ gets that special ability boost against the Taker card, then he beats him in power, speed, and charisma. While on the other hand, when it comes to the Taker card taking on AJ Styles, if Taker gets his boost, it's still just in power and toughness. He still loses to AJ Styles in both speed and charisma, so he can only 2-stat AJ Styles. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. If you can, try and get AJ and Natalya if you can, 2 really strong cards to have, and actually AJ being tied for the strongest. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below, and with that said, I'm out guys, see ya.